So crazy. You're asking me the bricks and minifigs. It's crazy, right? DeGenato? What do I think about bricks and minifigs? I think that there's a weird Mormon cabal happening for sure. I mean, I don't know who to trust, but I think the weird shit with the cops is a little more than I don't. The stuff with the cops. The cops are like busting Reckless Ben. What's his name? Ben the Reckless. What's that guy's name? Reckless Ben. And he's just trying to make his YouTube videos, trying to get to the bottom of this, doing his YouTube thing. And the cops are like searching him for heroin and shit. Yeah, we had a report that the individual, and they're pulling these kids out of the car and totally shaking them down. Those cops need to go to jail. Whatever happens with the bricks and minifig story, the cops should be in jail. All those cops should be in jail. That's pretty bad. Yes, the Mormons colluding with the police. That's the thing. Like all the other stuff about like, oh, well, actually, the Star Wars Legos were only worth this amount of money and all that other bullshit. I don't know that I really care. It's like, it does suck if somebody got ripped off in a scam for the Legos and all that stuff. That all does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but no matter how that all pans out, because you got two sides to that story, right? Whether or not the Legos are worth as much and who owes whom, and like that's just like regular old small claims court business shit, Okay, $250,000, whatever they're saying, that's a lot of goddamn money, but literally, it's not so much that like literally the guy can raise Reckless Ben tried to raise money for the guy in order to make him whole again, and the Mormon cops got involved and arrested him for starting a Kickstarter or whatever it was, or a crowdsourcing whatever thing. That's insane, man. Those cops need to be in jail. All those cops need to be in jail. That forever. Put them in jail forever. They should have nowhere. They shouldn't be allowed to have guns, no badges, no freedom. Those cops need to go to jail. And as far as the Mormon church is concerned, they should lose their 501c3 status. As far as lose their tax deduction, their tax-free status. For all I care. I mean, I hate all these religion. Religion, I don't have a problem with. I have a problem with churches. These fucking cults that people make in the name of religion. These institutions that then they find out, oh, we're an institution. Oh, these police are an institution. Let's collude in order to, I don't know what, to exert our power. Yeah, so I mean, whatever happens with that stuff, you guys know what we're talking about, the bricks and minifigs, the whole story. It's a quick story. This dude, he had a bunch of Legos from Star Wars. He wanted to sell them. Bricks and minifigs is they're like a broker of Lego collectibles. They said that they would sell them on commission. They said they were going to do on consignment or whatever, and they didn't pay up. The Legos disappeared, and it became a story interesting for a YouTuber. The YouTuber tried to start looking into it, and the cops came down on this kid so hard, and it's all on video. And it's the cops doing extracurricular activities for these Mormons who happen to be these consigners. So whether or not the consignment company, the bricks and minifigs, are guilty, it doesn't even matter at this point, because they're absolutely guilty of corrupting the police through the Mormon church. That is like, I mean, way worse, way worse than anything. It's always, this is so funny. I've always, as a manager, sometimes I've come across shit that I wish that I can look the other way on. Stuff that I found out that someone I like was stealing, or stuff that I found out someone I like was serving underage drinks. I'm thinking of this one time, man. There's a lot of these things have happened, but one time it was to me, it was kind of harmless. This person was serving someone who was underage because they were her friends. And then it was a free drink. So now she was stealing a drink and serving someone underage. And I knew it. And I just didn't want to be there all of a sudden. I was like, I wish I didn't know this. I just don't want to know this, but we're under cameras. And now there's so many people involved. I know, and all these other people also know, and they know I know. And so I talked to a close friend of mine who happened to be like a person I trusted, who was like a security manager. I was like, dude, I'm so conflicted on this. I wish I didn't know this. I wish I didn't. And I handled it. I got him out. I fixed it right away. But it's like, now that I fixed it, everyone knows I fixed it. And it's like, I'm like, I just want to sweep this under the rug. And my friend, he's like, but you already know. He said this. He said, you already know the cover up is always worse than the crime. And it's true. If I covered it up, I'd be in big, big trouble. I still got in trouble, even though I wasn't involved. I fixed it. I did everything was right supposed to do. I still got pulled out in front of the CFO. I got pulled into an office and interrogated. And I'm like, I did everything right. I contacted the security. We talked about what happened. I did everything right, and I still got fucked with. But had I covered it up, I could be in jail. Like that's a crime. I could actually go to jail. Like not really jail. I get fined. I'd be fined, and I'd lose my job. I'd lose my ability to sell alcohol because they take that shit really seriously. I would lose my job and my livelihood. I would not be able to get another job if I covered it up and got caught. I didn't think all that through at the time. I just thought the cover up is always worse than the crime. And that's the thing with this minifigs. You could solve $150,000, $200,000 problem. You could solve that problem with time and effort. You could solve a $200,000 problem. You cannot solve corruption with the police and this cover up. You tried to cover up the $200,000, and now everyone knows that you and the Mormon Church are colluding with corrupt police officers, and the whole town now, and the mayor, all of them, the police chief, everybody now should be interrogated. All of them need to go to jail. They at least need to answer some goddamn questions under oath, because holy shit, this is a corrupt town. The Mormons are this Mormon shit. I mean, they just took Mormons back 50 years. I was starting to like Mormons.